Hi everybody, welcome back. We've got another e-bike conversion to do today, and as you can see, it's a new kit from Swytch. Now, if you haven't heard of Swytch, then they've been around for a while in the e-bike conversion market. We first reviewed their kit in 2020, and that was the bag kit that you sat on your bars. Then in 2022, we reviewed their new kit, which was a battery that clamped into a bar mount as well. Both of those did really well. And this is a new kit. This is the Swytch GO. In fact, it's the Swytch GO Plus. There's three versions of this kit with three different battery sizes: the GO Plus, and the GO Plus Plus. This one's in the middle, and by the magic of video, there'll be a thing popping up now showing you the different specs of those three. So, what's new about this? Well, it's a slightly different system. It has a frame-mounted battery rather than a handlebar-mounted battery. It's slightly cheaper. And Swytch also says it's easier to fit. So we're going to get this on a bike and see how we get on with that for ourselves. First up, we've got our wheel. This is a 700C or 29-inch wheel to fit to our test bike. You can also get 27.5 or 26-inch wheels, so a wide range of different bikes. You can get different 9 or 10 mil torque washers here to fit different dropouts, and also if you look on the other side, there's a 6-bolt disc mount. So if you've got a disc brake bike, then you can fit to that too. Then you need a wiring loom to connect everything together. Then we have the pedal sensor. That is what tells the Swytch system when to apply power. You just attach that to your crank, and there's a little sensor that you fit onto your frame. Then we have a display. That goes on the bars, obviously. You can use the Swytch system without a display. If you do that, then it just defaults to level 3, which is the middle power setting. And then a few zip ties to tie everything together. And then, of course, you need a battery. This is the GO battery. This is the GO Plus one, so the middle capacity. You've got a little on-off switch on here and a little battery indicator to tell you how much charge you've got left. That just straps onto your frame. So those are all the bits, and then we're ready to go. Well, I've fitted the Swytch kit now. I've fitted it 3 times actually for different videos, and I have put about 100 miles into this system. So what are my first ride impressions? Well, firstly, in terms of fitting it, it really is a very easy system to fit. Swytch has obviously done a lot of work on the front wheel, the pedal sensor and the battery to make it easy. The Velcro straps make it super easy to get the battery on. The pedal sensor has always been a place where it can be easy or hard. On this bike, it was super easy. The new design makes it really simple to get everything lined up. And the wheel went in first time. There's no filing or anything needed. It just slotted straight in and we tightened it up. One thing to note is if you're fitting it to a drop bar bike like me, then this display probably won't fit on the bars. So what you need to get is a little handlebar extension, which you can get from Amazon or Temu for about £5, and it'll fit on there just fine. Because it's a system that's designed to be fitted to a range of different bikes, the wiring loom has to be long enough to accommodate any bike you're likely to fit it to. So you tend to end up with a little bit of a jumble of wires where you've got a bit of extra wire you have to tuck away. But it's not a big deal, and I've just zip tied them under the stem here. And once you have fitted it, what's it like to ride? Well, it's a pretty likeable system. I have been riding it around the lanes, up and down on my commute to work, up a big hill, and I found it to be a really helpful extra assistance, especially on the commute home. Built up like this, it's not the most powerful e-bike you're going to find, but if you're commuting, you're doing errands, and you just want a bit of extra help, then it's perfect. The fact that Swytch offers 3 battery sizes is really useful because then you can tailor it to your specific needs. I've got the middle one here, which for me, I'm going up and down quite a big hill on my way back from work, and it'll do about 3 commutes before I need to charge it. That's not loads, but it's enough. And you can easily take the battery off and charge it at work at your employer's expense. If you fit this kit without a display, then you end up in level 3 the whole time, and level 3 is fine. There are 5 levels, and as usual, 5 is probably at least one too many, but there are some useful lower assistance modes there if you're trying to eke out the battery life a bit. Like all standard electrically assisted pedal cycles, which is what this is, it cuts out at 25 kilometers an hour. So if you're going faster than that, the motor will stop. One thing I have found is that it doesn't kick back in again until about 20 kilometers an hour, so you tend to slow down a bit before you speed up again. It's not a deal breaker, it probably just needs a little bit of tweaking in the firmware. One of the other slight issues, and it's an issue for a lot of cheaper e-bike systems, is that the battery management system isn't as good as the higher end systems. So when the system's under load, the indicated battery level tends to drop. So when you're climbing up a hill, you start on 4 bars, suddenly you find you're on 2. It gives you a little bit of range anxiety, but then once you ease off on the power at the top, one of your bars will probably come back. It's not as bad as some I've tried, and also it's useful with the display to have the battery indicator where you can see it rather than on the side of the battery where you're kind of looking down to see how many dots there are still lit. The display is a standard one we've seen on other bikes, like 10ways also use it, and it's pretty good. Tactile, the display's good, and it's quite responsive. Overall, for the money, it's a very likeable kit. One of the issues with cheaper e-bikes is that even though you're often getting quite a decent motor system, it'll be attached to a bike that is pretty agricultural, shall we say. A lot of low-level kit, a lot of steel components, heavy, geometry's a bit weird sometimes. This Swytch kit, obviously, you can fit to pretty much whatever you like, and I've got it fitted to a very dependable B-twin tri-bin commuter that I picked up for 50 quid and had to do like 20 quid's worth of work on it. So for under £500, I've got a really serviceable and solid commuting bike here. And obviously, if you've already got a bike you're thinking of fitting it to, there's no cost involved at all with getting the bike. You just have to get the kit. So overall, pretty positive. It's certainly the easiest to fit Swytch system that I've tried, and it might be the easiest to fit e-bike conversion system that I've tried. The range from this middle-sized battery is good, the power is good, everything works pretty well. The Go system is available for pre-order now, and there's a link in the description below. Thanks for watching this video. If you've enjoyed this, give it a like and subscribe to e-bike tips for more like this. And if you've got any questions about the Swytch system or e-bikes in general, stick them in the comments below and we'll get them answered for you. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.